Hi, so you're cycling and you're not losing weight. In fact, you're cycling even more and you're putting weight on. What is going on? Scott, please help me. Okay, don't worry. I've got some solutions for you. Things that you can do today that are really, really going to help you. So stick around and I'll go through them with you. So, why are you not losing weight? Why are you even putting weight on? Well, what you need to understand first is the common problem that a lot of cyclists have. They focus weight loss to improve cycling. And what we need to do is we need to focus weight loss in improving lifestyle, improving our health. We need to globalize the goals, make them bigger and make them relevant to your health. Most people are chasing too many metrics. So what I mean by that is weight loss is just pure maths. We all know that. What goes in, what goes out, there's either surplus or there's a negative. If there's more, you're going to put weight on. If there's less, you're going to lose weight. Now we know that, but what you've got to understand is putting weight on was actually a bit of a challenge. You're probably shouting at the video now saying, don't be so silly, Scott, it was easy for me. Yeah, but your body resisted it, and it also resists weight loss. Why is this? You've got to understand what we call steady state, equilibrium, homeostasis. Your body wants calm. It wants a calm, steady state environment. Think about it. All the times that you've maybe been in a condition when it's very hot, very cold, maybe in social situations where you're uncomfortable. How your body's always looking for strategies and quick ways to normalize. Well, it does the same with your weight and it does the same with your fitness. So what do I mean by weight? How hard did you work to put weight on? Well, you turned up every day, didn't you? More calories at breakfast, lunch, dinner. You consumed and consumed. However, maybe your lifestyle changed. Maybe you had a new job. Maybe you moved away from home. Maybe you got into a relationship. You had children. You got a little bit older. Maybe you fell out of a relationship. Maybe you were under a lot of stress. There are lots of reasons why people's lifestyle changes, and it's usually associated with an increase in calories or even the same calories, but there is a decrease in movement. There is a decrease in activity, and that adds to the surplus of calories and we put weight on. Now there's chemical changes in the body and there's a decrease in muscle mass as we get older, but I don't want to dive into that too much. I want to give you some real solutions that you can act on today. So think about that weight gain. What happens? As we eat more calories, your body's super efficient. I need you to understand that. Really efficient. It's always looking for ways to maintain efficiency. So as you put weight on, what does it do? The brain decides, hey, wait a minute, I can't burn up all these extra calories. I can't offset them. I'm going to have to store them. Okay? Now it's not going to store them under the bed. It's going to store them in a place that it thinks is the easiest to keep you efficient. And that is the middle of the body. That is the center of gravity, your core. That's your belly, your hips, and your ass. Oh, you're shouting at me now. I bloody know that, Scott. Okay, right. Well, think about that. As that grows, you get uncomfortable. Okay? So, when you go to lose weight, guess what the body does? It doesn't want to lose it from there first. When was the last time you rolled up on a cycle and someone said to you, hey, you're looking a bit different today? Yeah, I've put on weight. Look at my hands. Look at my feet. Look at my ears. We don't put weight on in those areas first, okay? So when we're losing it, we don't lose it from the middle first. We want to hold on to that because the body's thinking of efficiency. So you need to start thinking about things that you're chasing. Fat burning zone, does it exist? Well, no, not to a degree that you think it does. Your cardio you're doing, how hard are you working? I want to talk about that in a second. And the time that you spend training. Okay, people get confused. I need to increase my time. You don't. You don't need to increase very little that you're doing right now. You just need to make some subtle changes. So, come on, tell me, Scott, what do I need to do? Well, one, okay, what you need to look at is you are fitter than you think you are. Yes, go back to the body being efficient. You have raised your level of fitness to a level, but you're not pushing hard enough now. Your cardio is actually causing you an issue. Okay, so I use it always use the ABC rule. Always boost cardio. Always think of cardio as not that steady state, easy, fat burning zone. Remember, when we exercise, we burn calories. We don't necessarily pick out particular cells, we burn calories. So when we start exercising, it's not a case of, could all the fat cells please line up, we're going to use you first. It doesn't work that way. However, the duration and the intensity, as it burns more calories, yes, we will get into those fat cells. So what you need to do is look at your cardio and where can you boost it? Where can you boost your calories to make sure that you're getting a higher calorie return, so you're burning more? So don't go looking to increase the time of the sessions. Don't go looking to try and grab time from your week that's already stretched at the moment, because that's all about cycling gains. I want you to think of the health gains. So keep the time you've got, because if you grab more time, it's going to impact on family, work, social, your own hobbies, etc. that are outside of cycling. So think about where can you increase intensity. Go that little bit harder. But don't do it as a chasing average speed harder. Do it as a shock system. Think back to how efficient the body is. It likes steady state. So let's break it up. Let's give it a shock every 3 minutes. Let's put a 10-second hard effort. Empty the anaerobic system. Let it refill. Do it again. Get towards the end of a workout into the last 10 or 5 minutes and do fast, rapid, short bursts. Think of the muscle cell having around 5 to 7 seconds of fuel. Empty them quickly. Boom, boom, boom. 5 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Empty them quickly. You will enter what we call an EPOC position, whereby the post-oxygen consumption is higher. So think of it like your car. You finish a long journey, the engine's hot. It's going to stay hot for quite a while after. If we get EPOC and develop it, we can get 10, 15 calories an hour more for 5, 10, 12 hours after the session. They're free calories. You can add somewhere like 200 calories extra. That's a pint of beer for most people, okay, post the workout. Now, while you're working on your cardio and you're improving the intensity, what you need to then do back at home is look at your nutrition. So I'm not going to give you some weird and wonderful diet to follow. I'm actually going to give you more foods to eat. So here's the common problem. People look at their diet and they start to list them good and bad. There are no bad foods. They're only bad if we consume too many of them. So you got to think of calories in and calories out. But just think of calorie dense foods, okay? Now, don't remove anything. Here, that's the secret to weight loss. Keep what you're eating now, but add 3 foods that are not in your weekly plan. 3 foods that are nutritionally rich, they're nutritionally dense. They may be calorie lighter, so you'd have to consume more of them to get the same calories as some of the foods you're eating. But by adding them in, you add a positive tilt to your nutritional plan. So these foods may be high in vitamins A, B and C. They may be high in source minerals. They may be high in extra proteins. Whatever they are, add them in. So study what's suitable for you, what you can add into, say, the family meals. And by adding them in, what will happen is your behaviour starts to change to a more positive view on nutrition. The foods that you probably listed before as negative to your weight loss will start to filter through. So almost like sieving flour. They start to filter to the bottom. So you actually start to have a relationship less and less with them. And you've got a relationship more with these foods that you're adding in. You're starting to add them in to different meals. And if you follow that and add 3 foods, even just every 4 weeks, you will subtly change your behaviour to nutrition. And it's a very simple thing to do. Suddenly the foods that you deemed bad, or the habits that you deemed bad, they're not getting bought on the shopping list. They're disappearing from the cupboards gradually. And you haven't got a craving for them because you're not thinking solely of improving your cycling. You're thinking of improving your health, which means you become a better husband, a better wife, a a better father, a better brother. You're just much more productive because suddenly you've got more energy, you're sleeping better, and your actual stress levels are decreasing. You feel more positive, you've got a better outlook on things because you're losing weight. And guess what? You go by a shop window and you look a little bit better in your lycra. Somebody takes a photograph and posts it on your group page or your cycling club, and you think, do you know what? Wow, look at the picture I had 6 months ago. So it's a lot easier than you think. So don't overcomplicate it. Things I don't want you to see is having so many gadgets and measuring things all the time. Go with feel. Okay, understand that if you train harder, you'll burn more calories. You don't need to count them. Remember, an app has only got around about a 50% accuracy in telling you what you're actually burning. You have to spend expensive, go expensive on a power crank, and then you're only going to decrease that 5 to 10% margin. So it's still not super accurate. So don't waste time or money on measuring things. Just go with feel. Increase intensity, add a few extra foods to your diet that you haven't got, that you know are going to be nutrient rich. Not only will that just help your mood as well, it'll help you recover as well. So it's a lot simpler than you think. So keep your time. Don't add on volumes of time at the moment. Use that time you've got and just increase the intensity. Maybe you increase the intensity in one of the sessions. Also, look at your foods. Add 3 foods that are not there, that you know are nutrient rich, and then things will just filter through. Sounds good, eh? Sounds great, and it's easy to do. Hey, I got lots more content I want to share with you, so make sure you subscribe, hit the bell as well, and you'll get notified. I'll see you in the next video, but remember, anyone can train hard, but there's only a few of us who can train smart.